Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the 6th of June and this is the Everton News Daily. Well, all the nationals today have highlighted Everton and what they need to do. Selling players is what Marcel Brands has said they need to do. All the national newspaper journalists spoke to Marcel Brands and Marco Silva on Monday. If you watch the little behind the scenes video Everton did, you can see them all in a room. Paul Joyce, David Maddock, Andy Hunter, they're all in a room getting the lowdown. Now Marcel Brands, what he said has been taken in various different ways. 12 players leaving, 8 players leaving, Everton must sell to buy. I think the general message is Everton need to clear the dead wood. I don't think it's I'm pretty sure it's not a sell to buy policy at Everton, but the policy is that Everton must clear this squad out before they can really get involved in the transfer market. FFP has to be adhered to in the Premier League. Wages have gone through the roof. Wages must be slashed, but also the idea that players must earn the money that they get. You know, they have to do it on the pitch, and there's far too many players at the moment getting a free ride. A lot of players who are not involved whatsoever, whether they be senior players or younger players. They're earning free money essentially. They're not doing anything, and the days of that are over, according to Marcel Brands. So whether that be a first team squad player, you know, a Kevin Morales or whoever, or someone like Luke Garbett, Brendan Galloway, you know, I think those players are all going to be moved on pretty soon. So whether it be 12 or whether it be 8, it'll be how many they identify and how many they can get rid of essentially. So we'll have to wait and see. And that can only be healthy for the club. That can only be healthy that these players who are just earning money without actually doing anything, without actually adding to the first team dynamic, need to be moved on. So it could be busy in the next few weeks. It could also be hard to get rid of these players. You know, players on good contracts that won't get those contracts elsewhere. You know, unless they're willing to go, it could be difficult. One player it seems who is willing to go is Morgan Schneiderlin. It's been revealed that he sees his future elsewhere. He's just revealed that he's going to be a father as well, so congratulations to him and Camille. And maybe that's part of why he wants to leave. Maybe he wants to leave and put down roots somewhere else, with them having, you know, a family. So that would be one player who's probably on good wages. I'm sure there's the likes of Ashley Williams and, as I mentioned, Kevin Morales, the likes of players like Sandro and Klassen, who the club might just decide, you know, it's not happened, let's just cut our ties and move on. Wayne Rooney would probably be another one. I mean, if you could get rid of those players, that is a massive amount of cash that would be available for wages simply, you know, and would allow us to reinvest that money into new players. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm sure whichever way it goes, it will be for the benefit of the first team, and it will be for the benefit of the club, and it's not a case of having to sell to buy. Another player looks like he's leaving, or, you know, well, definitely leaving by the looks of it, is Joe Robles. He was out of contract, and Marca in Spain is saying that he has agreed a deal with Toffee. So maybe on the 1st of July that will probably be ratified, unless we hear about it sooner. So that would be one player straight away out of the squad from last season. A player that we've been linked with, Carvalho, apparently a bowler. There must be a better way of saying that. I've said that Marco Silva immediately identified him as a player to bring in, although Marco Silva has said there is no link, and he has not spoke to Marcel Brands or anyone at the club or any Portuguese player. Now obviously he might be playing coy there, because this Carvalho link has been around for a few weeks and won't go away, but he's going to the World Cup with Portugal. So if Everton we're going to try and do business, maybe it would be better to try and do it before the World Cup in case of any inflated prices. Although his situation with Lisbon is quite peculiar because of all the things that have been going on around the president. So we'll wait and see. That's certainly one player that has been linked. Another player who's been linked is Shaqiri from Stoke. He's been heavily linked tonight with Liverpool. It was talked there in the day that he was linked with Roma and Liverpool, but Liverpool are looking at him quite heavily now as an alternative to other players they've been going after this summer. And that's from a good source as well. That's from Paul Joyce. So if Everton are interested in the player, which I'm not really bothered if they are or not, they will have to compete with Liverpool, it looks like, for his signature. So that's an interesting one. Another player Everton have been linked with in the past, Johnny Evans. It looks like he's signing for Leicester. I don't think there's any real interest at the moment, but it looks like they've activated his release clause from West Brom, and he will join them for $3.5 million. So if Everton were interested in the player, it looks like they've missed out. I don't think there might have been interest from previous regimes, but I don't think the current ones are too bothered about him, to be honest. I don't think he's on their radar. Although Everton do want a centre back, that will be one of the first signings they will try and bring in. Although that it is at the moment, seems that it will not be Lascelles from Newcastle. Everton will look at alternative routes in the meantime. It could be someone they go back to in the future, but at the moment it seems that it won't be Lascelles, although there has been obviously speculation in the northeast about that. But looking from the Everton side of things, that he's not someone they are looking at the moment. Maybe they're looking to try and bring in a player who is, it would be easier to bring in essentially, because it would be difficult to get him out of Newcastle at this time. There you have it. At the moment, that's all the stories we have for today. I'm sure more will pop up. There always seems to be this horrible thing of stories coming out just after I've recorded these shows. So we'll wait and see if that happens. Don't forget to catch us tomorrow in case any more news breaks. If you haven't already, make sure to check out any of the videos we've put out this week, including an interview with Andy Gray, which should be going up on YouTube tonight. So make sure to check that out. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. I'll see you later.